Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss. I'm back again with another video. And today basically I'm just going to show you some apps for your Android phone, regardless of which Android phone you got. If it has Android operating system 2.2 and above, all of these apps will work on your joint. Alright? Now, before I get into that though, I just got to touch something else real quick. Y'all know I hate wasting time with bullshit, but I just got to talk about this real quick. Alright? Now, the debate continues between these two phones, alright? The HTC Evo 3D and the Motorola Photon, alright? The debate still goes on which phone is the best, alright? Now, you've seen my camera test videos, you know, as far as camera, you judge for yourself. A lot of people been hitting me up, though, like, oh, well, one camera's test is shot in the morning, one is shot in the evening, you know, the lighting is different on both of them. Let me just clarify this for you, alright? Both of them were shot at 7 o'clock in the morning, alright? If you look at the in-dash on the GPS in the car, all you gotta do is push pause on the video. The Evo says 7:07, okay, and the Photon says 7:27. All right, so it's a 20 minutes different. All right, so it's not that much different with the lighting. Okay, and if you look at the end of each video, in the part where I'm driving in the rain, that was a different day, and those were shot 5 minutes apart. Okay, so that has nothing to do with the lighting. You know, that has nothing to do with the frames per second, the sound, and all of that. You know, you got to judge for yourself, okay? I'm not here advocating either one of these phones, okay? You know, it's not like I'm out here trying to shit on the HTC Evo 3D because I got the 3D, all right? When the phone came out, I went out, I dropped $500 in change, just like you, no contract or nothing. Why would I not want this phone to be top of the line? You know, it doesn't make sense. You know, everybody's seen all my other videos. You've seen my Evo video. You see my Evo Shift video. You know, I rock with HTC. Everybody knows I like HTC. So I'm not out here trying to shit on HTC. I'm just keeping it 100% with y'all and letting y'all know that in my personal opinion, the Photon is a lot better. All the way across the table. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no reason to say that. I'm not getting these phones for free. I bought this Photon for the same price, $500 and change. So I want this phone to be top of the line too. But you know, with every debate, like I said before, there got to be a winner and there got to be a loser. You know, I'm calling the Photon the winner. You call the one you want the winner. All right? Secondly, with the whole situation with the Evo 3D as far as the Gorilla Glass, okay? Listen, I use the same Google search that you use at home, okay? So when you Google search it, it pulls you to the Corning website, and they have a whole list of products from HTC that they say, you know, they say use Gorilla Glass. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with what they got on the website. But look at it like this. All right, let me break it down for you in a different way. Say you're in the market to buy a new car, right? And you say, okay, good, I'm going to go and get a new Beamer, all right? Now, you look at the website, they tell you all the new BMWs come with run flat tires standard, okay? So that's what they say on the website. Now, this is just hypothetical. I didn't check the website. I don't know if they say that for sure, but just hypothetically speaking, they say, you know, all of the new BMWs come with run flat tires. So now you go out and get the new BMW and you're good. You chilling, you driving around, having a good old time and shit, and you get a flat tire. So the first thing you're going to say is, no reason for me to pull over in the rain and change a flat tire. No reason for me to call a tow truck and wait 45 minutes for them to come in and tow me somewhere. I got run flat tires, so I'm going to just drive this shit home. Okay, cool. So now you start driving, and 10 minutes later, you look out the mirror, you see sparks, you see pieces of rubber flying all over the place. You know, your car riding funny. You jump out and look, you know, you riding on the rim. The tire's all shredded up. You know, the run flat tire didn't work. Okay? So now how does that make sense with the phone? It's the same thing. Regardless of what the website says, you go and get your Evo 3D, you take it home, you put it in your pocket. Look, I didn't make this up. There's a fresh scratch right there. You can see for yourself. All right? Now that's a big scratch. Okay, so regardless of if this is Gorilla Glass or not, maybe it's a cheap version, maybe the website is wrong, who knows? But the point is, it doesn't work, okay? Because there's a big scratch right there that you could plainly see, all right? So that's the end of that discussion. I'm not going to keep going on over and over for weeks and weeks about which one is better, about the cameras and the Gorilla Glass and all that. You got to make your own choice, all right? I don't really care because I got both of them. And in a couple of weeks, you know, when the new shit drop, I'm definitely not going to care because I'm going to have the Galaxy, I'm going to do the Blackberries and all that. So this ain't really that deep. And there's no reason to get too deep, too personal, too emotional. You know, all of that, that's unnecessary, okay? You make your own choice. Whatever one you like better, you rock with that. Either way, they both top of the line. They both Android. And all of these apps I'm about to show you could put on either one, okay? So with that said, let's look at some of these apps, all right? Now, first off, both of these phones are pretty much left stock. You know, I could root this Evo right now. My boy just hit me up. He know how to get the bootloader unlocked for the Photon, so that's going to get rooted up in a minute. But in the meantime, I didn't want to do too much of them because I've been running speed tests and all of these tests, so I left both of them pretty much stock. I even took off the extended battery from the Evo. So both of these phones are stock out the box, all right? So half of the applications I put on this phone, half I put on this phone, all right? So let's take a look, and we'll start with the basics first, all right? Now, this is basically for my dudes who had iPhones and Blackberries and Windows phones, and you're just stepping up to Android, and you want to know, you know, what apps you need to get, all right? Now, all my true Android heads out there, most of these apps you've probably seen, maybe one or two of them you never seen, but most of this shit is going to be nothing new to you, all right? So let's take a look at the Evo 3D first, and let's take a look at some basic apps, all right? Now, everybody knows about Facebook, Foursquare, and Twitter. That's what I always say at the end of my videos, all right? If you don't know what Foursquare is basically a location-based social media network, all right? So you could go down the list, you could see where all your friends are at. You know, it's called a check-in. So say I want to check in, you check in, it'll show you exactly, you know, it'll bring up a list of places that's around you. And you're supposed to check in to where you at, okay? So now I'm here in my office. So now if I want to check in, you click check in. I can add a picture. I can share it with Facebook. Anybody who rock with me on Facebook, y'all see my check-ins all the time. You know, and I can share it with Twitter. I can also write a little comment or something, and then I just check in, okay? Now, that's cool because now if any of my boys, all my dudes that's on Foursquare or whatever, or dudes that live in my hood, everybody knows that I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? If you go down, you look at your Foursquare list, all my dudes will know, okay, don't bother hitting me up now, I'm at work. Don't come through the crib, I'm not there, all right? You know, and also, you know, everybody's not too honest with Foursquare. You know, some people check in places that they not at. Yo, you know, you got to do what you got to do. You got somebody stalking you or whatever, you might want to check in across town somewhere, you know, whatever, so this person think you over there, meanwhile you really, you know, doing whatever you got to do. All right, so that's Foursquare. Now, there's everybody knows about Twitter and Facebook, okay? There's your basic Android Twitter and your Android Facebook, all right? Basic applications, nothing special, all right? But there's also 1,000 other Twitters and Facebooks that you could use, and I'm going to recommend 2 for you right now, all right? Now, shout out to my dude, Josh. I know you like Plume for Twitter, but I don't really rock with Plume. I'm going to show you the one I use, all right? I use this one, Tweetcaster, all right? What I like about Tweetcaster now is, you know, it's a little more lively than Plume. You know, it's fully customizable. I can change all the colors. If you notice, anytime I get a mention, it comes in brown. I can set that to any color I want. It's easy to do stuff with it. If I want to retweet something, just click on it, retweet that real quick. You know, Tweetcaster works good. The notifications come through nice and clear. You know, you can set the intervals and all of that. So Tweetcaster is my Twitter client that I use, all right? And for Facebook, I'll show you a good Facebook one. Let's see. Friendcaster Pro. All right, now you can get the free version if you want, but I use Friendcaster. And let me show you why. Now, Friendcaster is a lot better than the stock Android Facebook app that you can get, you know, when you go to the market. Friendcaster is a lot smoother. You know, everything just works on it. You know, you go to your messages, you know, just like the standard one, but everything runs a little bit smooth on it, if you ask me, all right? So now let's take a look at some other stuff. Google Gestures, all right? Google Gestures is cool because when I click on that, say I just put in the letter W. Matter of fact, let me put it where you can see it. Say I put the letter B, all right? All of my contacts that have a B in it's going to come up. All of my applications that have B's in it's going to come up. I could clear that. I could put A. You know, you can do whatever you want. It's fully customizable, but it makes searching stuff a lot easier. So I put the letter T. All of my contacts with T. All of my apps that with T. You know, Google Gestures is good. All right, better than keep on clicking on search or opening your app drawer up and scrolling through 1,001 apps. All right. Now, I'm going to make a part 2 to this video because there's so many apps I can't really do them all in one day, but I'm just doing the basic ones right now. We'll do some advanced ones later on. All right. Next, everybody knows about Google Plus. I'm on Google Plus too, but there's a nice Google Plus application. And if you want to get the nice blacked out version, I'll show you how to get that. It'll look like this. The blacked out Google Plus, that's a go, all right? Also, Google Voice. Now, if people don't know what Google Voice is a go, all right? Especially if you're a type of dude that got more than one phone, then you might need Google Voice, all right? And what Google Voice does is, I'll give you a demonstration right now. Okay, so I'm calling my phone right now, all right? Let me show you how this works. What Google Voice does is it links all your phones together, or you can link as many phones as you want. So as you can see, this phone is ringing, this phone is ringing, my iPhone is ringing, all of the phones ring together, all right? Now, how does this work? It's, you have to set up an account with Google and all that, but it works great. Say even if you only have one cell phone and a house phone, you can link it so this way when you get home, you activate it, and when somebody calls your cell phone, your house phone will ring. Say you spend the night at somebody's house and you don't have your charger and your cell phone battery is about to die, log onto your Google Voice real quick, put that person's phone number as your Google Voice number, and when somebody calls your cell phone, that person's phone will ring also. All right, so Google Voice is a major go, and it works with text messaging also. So if somebody sends me a text, I get a text on all of my phones. Whatever phone I got in my pocket, I'm getting that text. All right, so Google Voice is definitely a major go. All right. Everybody's seen the Viper Smart Start. If you've never seen Viper Smart Start, you need to check my video on that. This is something that, it's going to cost you a couple of dollars though, but if you got a nice car, you need a Viper Smart Start. You can control your car from anywhere you want. Like right now I'm at work, my car is all the way across town. I could just lock it again just to make sure that it's locked. You see my video on this, it works great. Okay, so lock the car up. Boom, car's locked up. Somebody touched the car, somebody, try to break in and all that, it's going to send me an alert. So I got it on silent alarm, so the person might try to break in the car. It's going to notify me so I could do what I got to do, and they won't even know, that I know what's going on, okay? Or you could just make it, whatever. Set it any way you want. But I like the silent alarm because I want to catch somebody out there, all right? What's next? Let's see. More icons, all right? Now, a lot of people have been asking me about this one. More icons widget, all right? Now, you get that from the market. What that's going to do is it's going to give you a widget, and it's going to look like this. That's how I'm able to squeeze all of those applications on one widget. This is one widget. So if you see, I can move that out. That's all these applications are on one widget, all right? So that's more icons, all right? What else? For messaging now. A lot of my dudes, if y'all never use Live Profile, this is something that directly competes with RIM, BlackBerry, with the BBM. So a lot of people like BBM, including me. A lot of people, that's their main reason of keeping a BlackBerry, or that's their main reason of going to get a BlackBerry because everybody like BBM. Because when you send a message, you get the little check mark, you get the little D for delivered, the little R for when the person read it. Live Profile is no different. Okay, Live Profile it's been out for a minute. This works good, and I'll show you right now. Like, say I send a text message to somebody. Let's try. I'll just hit them up. When you hit yo, you see you get that check mark to let you know that the message is being sent. All right. Now, when the message reaches him, you're gonna get a little D, and it's gonna say delivered. All right. Now this dude, let me see if I hit somebody else who. Okay, look. You see, you get the little D for the message has been delivered. And also you get an R when the person actually read the message, all right? So that's a go, all right? You can't go wrong with that. That's a definite win, all right? So that's Live Profile, all right? Now I'm going to wrap this version up right now. I'm going to just stop the video, and I'm going to start over with part 2 right now. We get a little bit more apps and a little bit more advanced stuff, so come check that back out in a couple of minutes, all right? It's your boy Floss. Come back for part 2 in about 10 minutes, all right? Deuces.